In this section, we're going to be asked to write the equation of a circle given different little pieces of information. But what I want you guys to be aware of is to write the equation of a circle, what you definitely want to have is you want to know where the center is, and you want to know what the radius is going to be. Because if you know what the center is, you can put that center in with those y's and x's, and then when you know the radius, you'll say radius squared. So let's see. Let's first example. Find an equation of a circle who has a center at this and passes through that point. All right. Well, the good news is I know the center right off the bat. The center is going to be 1, -6. If I want to pass through this point, then that means that from the center to this point, that would be the radius. So the distance from 1, -6 to 6, -2 is the radius. I got to find that distance. I'm going to bust out my distance formula from before. I'm going to pause the iPad and find that distance. But you guys go ahead and break out that distance formula. Remember its connection to the Pythagorean theorem if you've forgotten that. It is a formula I do want you to kind of know off the top of your head a little bit. Not a little bit. Know it off the top of your head. It's basically Pythagorean theorem. So after applying the distance formula, I found that the difference between the x values was 5, and I squared that. And the difference between these two y values was 4, so I squared that. And if I add those together, I get a 41. The distance is going to be 41, square root of 41, that is. And that means that the radius is also square root of 41. But then my equation is going to be x minus the x value, so x minus 1 squared, plus y minus this value. So I'll take that, and since it's minus a -6, I'll simply write down y plus 6 squared. And then that's going to equal this squared, which is just straight up 41. That'll be the equation of the circle that has this as the center, and it passes through that point. If you find yourself getting confused on this because it is kind of brand new for you guys, and it probably seems very complicated, just keep in mind, keep focusing on the fact that if you have that center and that radius, you're in business. It's not such a big deal. It's just a matter of knowing where to put things once you know what they are. I'll try the next one on a separate screen.